I'm an artist. I'm an NJ rapper. You feel me? I do my thing with the music. I rap, write songs, make beats. I've been doing this shit for years, like for mad years, but I just recently got into the seriousness of music, like I say maybe like a year ago and shit. So I've been recording crazy, got mad songs in the vault. I done dropped maybe like 4 or 5 videos already and just going hard, you feel me? You know, I got my wave, got the different Americans. That's me and my team. Shout out my brother, Ib, you know what I'm saying? He's with me with this whole different American shit. That's like the president, the co-owner, you know what I'm saying? That's like my partner in crime. So we out here doing shows heavy out in Jersey, New York, PA, whole tri-state area, you know, soon to bring it nationally and then internationally. But the story of me, I've been doing music. Actually, I started writing and recording early, like by 11 years old, I was recording songs, you know, like I've been performing since back in the day. I just never really took it serious. And as of recently, started going hard. I done been through so much in my life. And everything I've been through in life, for some reason, just turned me back to the music. You know, like even I worked 1,000 jobs, had 1,000 hustles. I done lived different countries, you know what I'm saying? But everything still turned me back to the music. All my experiences still just helped me make better music, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's the story of Insomniak973. Grinding, working, killing shit.
Where were you born?
I was born in Newark, New Jersey. Like I said, I'm from Jersey. But I was raised in Union County, Essex County. If you're from New Jersey, you kind of know like Union County, Essex County, like neighboring counties. But Jersey's a small state. So like right now, we're shooting this in Atlanta and shit. The city of Atlanta is like a whole county in Jersey. So I've been always back and forth from like Irvington, Newark, Union, Roselle, Elizabeth. Like I done lived all over in that small vicinity. But it's still 973. Actually, I fucking added the 973 in the back of the Insomniak because there wasn't no Insomniak available. And I wanted to make sure everything was like syncing, like my Instagram, my Facebook, my website. Those other Insomniacs, so I just added the 973. And I thought it sounded wavy with the 973 added at the end of it.
So do you represent a certain part of Jersey, or this is more so the different places you live that you described and you represent just that area code of 973?
I represent all Jersey because we ain't really got a lot of representation, you know what I'm saying? So like everything I do, I'm doing it for South Jersey, North Jersey, Central Jersey. Me personally, I'm from like North Jersey, Central Jersey area. But I rep all Jersey, you know what I'm saying? I do it for everybody. I also rep for the Haitians too, because I'm Haitian, you know what I'm saying? I'm Zo all the way. So I got fat, so I say to all my Zos out there, you know what I mean? So out there, like I'm from Irvington, so Irvington's like the little Haiti in New Jersey, you feel me? So there's a lot of Haitians out there, so I show love. And I want to make sure niggas put respect on our names, respect on our culture, respect on our flag. You know, my videos, you'll always see me throwing up the Haitian flag, acting crazy, you feel me? Actually, a lot of niggas don't know. I lived outside of the country for like 6 months. I lived in Dominican Republic for a little bit. I had a pizzeria out there. But no bullshit, while I was living in DR, I literally met more Haitians and I was around more Haitians than I ever been in my life. You know what I mean? There's a lot of Haitians that migrate from Haiti to the Dominican Republic to like get more opportunity and shit. So I was out there fucking with mad Haitians.
What age was it when you went out there?
It wasn't too long ago. I was like 26 when I went out there.
And what was the reasoning?
All right, so for like a year straight, me and my mans and them, we was like taking trips to DR like every month. Like we was working overtime at our jobs. We was trapping extra hard. We was hustling, doing anything we could to make sure we go out there because we were just having so much fun. And it was mad of us. It was like, at first it started off with like 10 of us going each trip. So it was just like a good bonding experience with your homies. We was all having fun out there, you know, just wilding. I ain't gonna say too much because I don't want to sound like a creep or nothing, but if you've ever been out to anywhere outside of the country, they're gonna treat you like a superstar if you're American, because you're American, they think you got bread. So we was going out there like for a whole year straight, once every month, bang. You know what I'm saying? Like buying tickets and shit, flying out there, renting villas, renting cars. And it was dope. And then eventually I was like, you know what? I need to just stay out here. You feel me? Like I was hustling hard. You know what I'm saying? I do real estate. So I was out. I think I just sold the crib. Like I just sold, like as a real estate agent, I just sold the crib. And I just sold my crib because I owned the crib. And I just sold that shit, got rid of it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to DR. Originally it was my plan was to go out there for like 3 months. Like just as like 3-month vacation and see like, just live and enjoy life, you feel me? But I ended up staying there. Ended up opening a pizzeria with my homie JP. And it was dope. You know, I mean, like we had a lot of fun. I had a mansion out there. It was fire, you know.
Why didn't it last?
Cause I fucked the bag up. I fucked the whole bag up, man. Like, I mean, I fucked it up because I was trying something new. Like I said, I opened the pizzeria, and I ain't know shit about owning a restaurant. But my man's had one pizzeria, like in a neighboring city, and we was like, yo, let's open up another one. And this, like, when I moved to DR, I was staying in a city called Sosua. So we opened one up in the neighboring city called Cabarete. And like I worked in restaurants, like I worked at like Red Lobsters and like Benihana's a little bit. And I worked at like diners and shit like that. But I didn't really have like manager experience and shit like I didn't really know what I was doing too much. So we opened one in Cabarete because I had the bag. I'm like, you know, fuck it, let's just do it. You know, I'm just living life. I'm just happy to be out there in the sun, you know. And I was like, fuck it, let's do it. So I opened it up. She was up for like 6 months. And then, you know, we was like finally breaking even. Well, I was finally breaking even, making, you know, basically just as much as I put into it. And I was like, you know what, let me go back to America, make some more bread. That's where I fucked up at, because I went back to America, and then shit just started crumbling before my eyes, because I wasn't there to be on top of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, word of advice, if you ever got a business, you got to be on it, like, be on top of it in every single way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to make sure everything's running smoothly. And I'm not going to say I neglected it, but I had to come back and make some more bread. So I came back, and shit just started falling apart. But I was in the States working and shit, grinding, so I could build my pizzeria even bigger. It was called Little New York Pizza, by the way. And shit just ended up fucking up. You know, people were stealing, like employees were stealing, and there was a lot of shit going on. Till eventually, and I had a crib out there, so like, it was a lot of money I was sending back to DR just to maintain my crib and my restaurant. It's like, yo, I still gotta live up here. The whole time I was in DR, I still had my apartment in Jersey. So like, I was paying for crib in DR, a motherfucking restaurant. When you think of a restaurant, it's a real business. Like, employees gotta get paid, rent gotta get paid. You know, you need product, you need food and shit like that. So all that had to get paid. And I still had to like pay for my lifestyle and my crib and my car in Jersey. It was a lot on my plate. And then it just, at a point, it was just too much to handle. So I just kind of let it go. You know, that was a learning experience though.
You let the crib in DR and the restaurant in DR go?
Yeah. I had to, bro. I ain't had no choice. Like, it was just too much. You know, it was a lot on my shoulders.
And overall, you end up losing? There were times where you were breaking even with the restaurant, but overall, in this whole experience, did you end up losing in the end?
Oh yeah, because I put in a lot of bread in that restaurant. I pretty much like built that restaurant from the ground up. You know, I don't like talking numbers on camera. You know, I don't mind telling you after, like, once the camera stopped rolling, but I put a lot of bread into it. Like easily someone's yearly salary into it. And it's like, just a fuck up, like a big ass fuck up. But it was fun, you know, so it was like, I lost in a sense of money, but I gained in a sense of like experience, and I learned, you know, people catch L's every day, but each L you take is a lesson learned that you can like take with you for the rest of your life and avoid that L so it never happens again, because you know already, you know, because you've been through that already.
Was that the biggest lesson that you learned, the advice that you shared with us today about, you know, if you manage a business, you got to really manage it all the way through? Was that the biggest lesson, or was there a bigger lesson than that that you took away from this experience?
Yeah, that's definitely the biggest lesson. Cause I kind of like, I jumped into it, but I wasn't like focused like I should have been. Like I was all over the place. I was trying to have fun. I was trying to fuck bitches. I was motherfucking. It wasn't me like going into it full throttle. Like I'm gonna make this business work from the beginning. Like towards like the midway point and the end. Like yeah, cause I started realizing like yo, my bread ain't coming back like that. All that bread I just put in, I ain't making shit back yet. Like what the fuck? So like once I started getting worried a little bit, that's when I started taking shit more serious and I started going harder and harder and harder. But I kind of like waited too late for that. I should have been doing that from the beginning. And really I should have planned the whole situation out beforehand. But I guess like I'm a jumper, man. Like if I feel something feels right, if I'm happy doing it, you know, if I can afford to do it, I'm gonna jump right into it. Like I'm not the type to feel like I need to go to school to learn certain things. If I feel like I want to do it, I'm just gonna dive into it and I'm gonna learn as I go. That was just one of the experiences when I dived into it and I didn't learn fast enough. You know what I mean? So.
Would you say this was more of an emotional decision than a logical decision? Like when you go into it, are we talking spontaneous or are we talking emotionally going into something?
I was spontaneous by jumping into it and I doing like my research first, like how to run a restaurant and shit like that. But I was emotionally invested because I loved where I was at and I loved what I was doing at the moment. You know, so I guess it's like a mixture of both.
Does your friend still have the other pizzeria going?
Nah, that shit got fucked up too. You know, he ended up having a little issue on his end. You know, so he's back in the States too. Shout out my motherfucking partner in crime, JP. You know, anybody that's been to like Sosua, Dominican Republic, you know, they might know about the Little New York Pizza on the corner right there, like on the main strip. You know what I'm saying? That was our joint. And it was dope, man.
Won't share what his issue was though with his...
I mean, nah, because it's not my place to be like putting other people's business out there like that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it was a dream that we both worked for, and unfortunately, it didn't go as planned. And it's just a life lesson. But we could easily go back and do it again. But I'm not even thinking about that shit no more. I'm not thinking about DR. It was fun as fuck though. I ain't gonna lie, but I ain't thinking about that shit.
Would you ever get into the restaurant business again? Doesn't have to be a pizzeria necessarily, but just that line of business. Would you ever get into it again?
Probably not.
Why not?
Because real estate's where it's at. And the bread I put into that restaurant, I feel like if I would have invested it into buying real estate out there, or buying real estate anywhere, you know, anybody that knows about real estate, it's always a flourishing business because God isn't going to make any more land. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you have, like, the money I put into it, if I should have invested, like, in maybe, like, an apartment building or a multifamily crib, and I would have made more money because people are always going to need someplace to stay. And I like to be safer now. I'm not as spontaneous as I used to be. So I would really just focus on real estate. Real estate's where it's at, yo.
Just to be a little bit more clear, you had a job that took you to DR, or when you said job, you were referring to a job in New Jersey and you would go to DR just for like personal time, like vacation type stuff?
Like, before I went to DR, I was working like part-time gigs. Like I was working at a restaurant, you know what I'm saying, like part-time. I was doing real estate full-time. So I had a lot of freedom because of the real estate, so I would leave. But when I went to DR, I wasn't working.
Okay.
I was just doing the real estate shit.
You were doing real estate in the States and you would go to DR just to play.
Exactly. For like a year straight. And then I just said, fuck it. Let me take this little bag with me. Hopped on a plane, brought all my shit with me, bought my studio equipment, bought my clothes, my sneakers, you know what I mean? Got a crib out there, had a little whip, and I was just chilling. I was chilling for like 6 months straight. It was dope. Like I learned how to speak a little Spanish, you know? It was a good experience. I got black as hell from the sun. I mean, I'm already black as hell, but I got black as hell from the sun, lost a little weight, I got all skinny and shit, you know, but it was dope.
Did you have a significant other over there?
I mean, remember I said earlier, it's like when you go to like any third world country, it's it's like they treat you like a superstar. Like out there, I was motherfucking Lil Wayne. Out there, I was fucking Jay-Z. I was motherfucking, I was that shit, you feel me? So hell no. Like I had like girls I fucked with like hard, but hell no.
Well, Jay-Z got married in real life.
Yeah, but how many years was he
Okay.
Jay-Z before he got
okay,
married?
so this is younger Jay-Z. This is
Yeah,
not
like
older
Jay-Z
Jay-Z.
had at
Okay.
least like 10, 15 years already in the game playing, you know what I'm saying? That was like my first time really being able to experience that type of treatment and love. It's crazy, like everything like flip-flopped out there. Like I wasn't the one chasing no more. I wasn't the cat chasing the mouse. You know what I'm saying? It's a dope vibe. Small Eyes, you should come with me one time, man. What's up?
But in that role reversal where you're the catch, and instead of catching a female, you're the catch, was there ever a worry of being targeted for some sort of crime, like maybe somebody's targeting you for your money or to set you up or to steal or to rob or things of that nature?
I mean, that's to this day, you know what I'm saying? Like, even when you're in America, any man, you know what I'm saying, when you meeting a girl for the first time, especially like depending on the circumstance, like how you meet her, it's like you just gotta protect yourself, man. Like you gotta be smart, protect yourself by any means, you know, and just be smart, man. Like you can't just be a sucker out here. You can't be a lick out here for niggas. But I mean, people get robbed every day. People get set up every day, and no one's. I'm not saying that can't happen. That shit can happen to anybody, but you know, just you gotta be smart. When I was out there, I was protected. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they treat you a little bit different when you're a business owner. So like, I was getting like a lot of respect from like military and police out there. So like, they'll look out for me just because I was on a main strip. So like the people like the officers and shit, they'll know me. So I would say I was good. You know, so like I had my mans out there. He was like a military dude. He was around me a lot, and he was always packing. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times he would let me hold his shit. You feel me? So, no, I was good. But I definitely was conscious of, like, my environment and shit like that.
Were there ever instances of a female trying to do some sort of crime on you?
Nah, never.
Well, you also hear these stories, too, where somebody will visit a third world country, and, I mean, you may fall in love with somebody.
Yeah, I mean, that depends on what type of nigga you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I know I'm in a third world country and I know I'm looking like a whole bag, like I'm looking like a whole come up, that's gonna be like in the back of my mind the whole time. I mean, I might play a little bit, but I'm not looking to get married to no one that's not American. I mean, I might. I mean, not talk too soon, because I might. Who knows what the future may hold, but at that time, I definitely wasn't thinking about getting married.
Did you fall in love with anybody?
I love a lot of females.
But was there one, though, in the DR that just really, okay, even though you're a bag and you're, you know, subconsciously wondering, are they here for me because I'm a bag, and if I get married to them and have a child with them now, they're using me for that? But did you ever, like, literally fall in love with a particular female while you were out there?
Nah. Not just one in particular. I fall in love all the time, man. Like, I've always fallen in love.
Yeah, but you know what I mean when I say...
Nah. I get what you're saying, but nah.
Was there one particular female that just, out of all the girls you liked and enjoyed, there was just one that was just something special about this one that was just a little different than the other?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely, I would say, yeah. There was like 1, 2, 3 that I really liked. Maybe I guess you could say loved, but not to that point where it's like, let me just settle down.
I'm imagining there's a lot of sexual stuff that's going on in DR that you got entangled with. What was the most craziest sexual escapade you had when you were in the DR?
Me and my peoples, we used to rent this villa, like before I moved out there. Like it was like 4 of us. Like we would go every month. We used to like rent a villa, and we had like just this room. It was like the common area where we just bring all the chicks through, and like we'll be in there just wilding, and we'll be like switching off and doing a whole bunch of wild shit. It sounds nasty saying it out loud, but for the niggas that's listening, they gonna be like, oh yeah, that's dope. But I know like a female listen to it, she probably like, oh, this nigga nasty. But I ain't nasty. It was just something to do. You feel what I'm saying? Like it was fun.
Sexually, were you protected?
All day. Hell yeah. You can't play no games out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even just worrying about like kids. It's like ain't nobody got time to be catching STDs and even worse, the Big Bang. You know, coming back from the Big Bang, you know what I'm saying? And shit's real. Like, I know people that's died from HIV. I got family members that's died from HIV/AIDS, and it's real. You know what I'm saying? That's just not something you could play around with. On a more serious note, that's like your livelihood is better than any piece of ass. And for the females, like your livelihood is better than is worth more than any nigga you might meet on the street, no matter how much money he got or what kind of clothes and jewelry he got. It just don't matter. Like you gotta protect yourself because you should want to live to see the next day. You know what I mean? But it was dope, man. I love DR. And I think one of the reasons why I probably went out there, like back in the day and shit, like back in the day, I was homeless for a little bit. Like my father actually sent me down to Florida, and I ended up being homeless down there for a few months. And I was like staying in an abandoned house, in parks, my motherfucking homies' cars, like when they would like be sleeping in their crib and their parents would let me sneak in, I was like sleeping in their cars and shit like that. And I was actually taken in by like Mexicans. You know, there was this beautiful, lovely, kind lady named Rena Natel and her family. They took me in. Like I met her at a Pizza Hut. It was either like a Pizza Hut or Domino. I think it was a Pizza Hut. I met her at a Pizza Hut and like she was like buying weed from me and shit. And she was like coming to the abandoned house, the bando, whatever, and copping it off me. And then one day she just asked like, "Why are you always over here?" I was like, "This is where I live." You know what I'm saying? And she took me in with like open arms, and you know she spoke Spanish, and for dinner like she'll make like Spanish food, and I was just like intrigued with it. But I think just like having that experience kind of made me want to like learn more about the Spanish culture. She was Mexican, and I never lived in Mexico. I never even been to Mexico to this day. You know what I'm saying? But it was definitely like something. You know, like I always wanted to learn more Spanish. And I tried like Duolingo and motherfucking Rosetta Stone and shit like that, but nothing works more than being like literally thrown in an area where they speak nothing but Spanish. Like you're gonna have no choice. Like just to survive, you're gonna have to learn how to speak a little bit of Spanish.
What age was this when the homelessness situation happened?
I was probably like 15.
And this was in the States?
Yeah, facts. It was in Florida. Like I'm from Jersey, born and raised, but my father sent me down to Florida to live for a little bit. And I wasn't really feeling where I was staying at. You feel me? So I'm the type of nigga, like if I don't like something, I'm not gonna be around it. Can't nobody force me to stay in any predicament that I don't like being in. So I left that situation, which, you know, ended up leading to me being on my own. And at that time, I wasn't able to get my own spot. I wasn't making money enough to sustain myself and my living. I don't even think I was old enough to rent a spot if I wanted to. I mean, I probably could have rented a room or something, but I was a little fucked up, like bread-wise. So yeah.
We got sidetracked there for a little second, but I just want to finish this conversation up about DR. Let's say somebody's watching this and they're thinking about taking a vacation or a trip out to DR. They've heard things about it and things of that nature. Is there anything you would leave us with as far as what you would say to somebody about to go to DR for the first time? Anything you would mention here?
Whether you're going to DR or any other country that you're unfamiliar with and you don't speak the language in that country, just if you're not going to stay in a resort, because I never stayed in a resort ever. Like I was out there like in the hoods and shit. Like if you're going to go anywhere, just know, if you could, because it's not always possible, but if you're not going to be in a resort, try to like know somebody that could probably help direct you. You know what I'm saying? Like make sure that you went, you know, like make sure that you're protected and no one's out there getting you, overcharging you for shit. Because that's common. Anywhere you go to any country, they're going to try to like overcharge you because you're an American. They're going to assume you got bread. But Yeah, besides that, you should be good. Most niggas don't go to different countries and not stay in a resort. I just never, while I was out there, I never stayed in a resort. You know, I've been to other countries besides DR too. Like I've been to Haiti. Like I said, I'm Haitian. You know what I'm saying? I've been to Haiti. I didn't stay in a resort. You know, I've been to Canada, which really don't count because it's kind of like America a little bit.
North America.
Yeah, it's like, it's not really dangerous like it is in third world. Because Canada's not a third world country, but motherfucking, I've been to Haiti also. And I still plan, I want to go to Africa. Yeah, that's like my main goal. I want to travel all over the world, but if I go anywhere, I definitely want to go to Africa.
When you first started going to DR, you didn't have any friends or relatives when you first visited DR?
When I first visited, no, but you know, you'll make friends like I said, I was going there every month. So like I was going to the same city, you know what I'm saying? Like staying in a few, like the small selection of hotels. So like I was seeing niggas on a regular basis, you know what I'm saying? Like when you start making friends, you know, you can make friends anywhere, you just gotta start talking to niggas. But when I moved out there, I had friends, you know what I'm saying? Like I had people finding the cars for me, you know, I had people like finding the houses and the apartments for me while I was staying out there. So yeah, I definitely had people.
And when it comes to these women, like especially in the crazy, you know, villa situation, women that you would get sexually involved with would be just women that you would meet in DR by chance, or would you ever pay for sex from these women?
Here's the thing with DR. And you know what I'm saying? I don't want to like shit on any country either, you know what I'm saying? Because I fuck with DR, and I feel like a lot of Dominicans wouldn't appreciate like me trying to shit on their country, which I'm not going to. But it's like, women, they'll expect something, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, depending on what kind of nigga you are, like sometimes you could pay them directly, or you could buy them gifts, or you could motherfucking, you know, show them love and sell them a dream of potentially getting their green card and coming to America. It all depends on what kind of nigga you are, you know what I'm saying? Like when I was living there, I happened to learn enough Spanish where I was good. I could kind of like finagle and finesse my way through, and I had like a dope ass crib while I was living out there, and I had a car, so I kind of I could fake it like I was the shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I would give the appearance, you know what I'm saying? Because you know, perception is everything, and perceptionally, I was looking like, oh, this nigga might got a bag. I might be able to build something with him long term. So that was like my play, you know what I'm saying? But everybody's different, you feel me? It's just like you go anywhere. That's like any country you go to, like you being American's a motherfucker. There's a lot of power. And the Americans don't know because we're in America. When you go anywhere else, there's a lot of power in being American. So just keep that shit in mind, yo.
Is prostitution legal in DR?
I believe it is. I believe so. Like, I'm like 90% sure it is. But don't quote me. Niggas definitely gotta Google it. I'm like almost 90% sure it is.
So the women, you would meet them by chance, and then they're expecting some sort of thing in return. You would never go to a company and be like, yeah, I want this one and this one and this one. How much is it? Okay, here you go.
Nah, like I would just be living life. Like I had a business out there, I had a restaurant. So there's always gonna be like people coming in and out. You know what I mean? Just meet them, talk to them, or walking up and down the block, find somebody that you think's dope, that look good, talk to them a little bit. We just build from there.
Was there ever a worry on a female maybe engaging with you sexually or romantically or whatever, and maybe you were a side piece
I don't
for
give a fuck
them?
about that. I
You
don't care
weren't-
about being a side piece.
well-
I prefer being a side piece.
Well, when I say a side piece, because, you know, sometimes you hear in the news or the media of a story where, you know, the boyfriend or the husband finds out that this female's doing something and they go after the person, the side piece, and things of that nature. Was that ever a worry to you?
Nah, I just like you being a side piece here in America. It's like, so what? You know, like you want to be the side piece just so you ain't got to deal with all the extra bullshit. And it's like I was always well protected, and I'm pretty sure like they knew what time it was, like where we stood in a relationship. Like I'm not saying it was a relationship, but wherever we stood as like between me and her. Like nah, I never had no issues or nothing. Like I'm sure there's a lot of girls that got niggas that still be fucking 1,000 other niggas. Here, DR, Europe, any country you go to, you know what I'm saying? Just, it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is.
Or extortion. So like, hey, if you don't give me this amount of money, I'm gonna say you raped me. Or
Nah, I never
a
dealt.
fake allegation
Nah,
of that
I
nature.
never dealt with nothing like that. But I did have like police try to extort me one time. Like I was driving and police pulled me over and I pull out my wallet and I was holding money from one of my boys, my boy Danny. Shout out my nigga Danny in DR. He's actually Haitian though. He might be in Haiti right now, but my nigga Danny, he's from Irvington and shit. But he ended up getting deported to Haiti, and then like from Haiti, he moved to DR. It's like one of the first people I met while I was out there, and he was cool. He was showing me like the ropes and shit. I got pulled over, and I pulled out my wallet so I could like give the cop like my ID and shit. And I was holding money for him. I think he gave me like $750 American money, which ain't really shit, but the cop was like, he was like demanding I give him half of it or he's gonna take me to jail. Like I said earlier, you know what I'm saying, like I was cool because I had like my boy, he was in the military, and like he was always around me. That was my man, that was my nigga. So I called him up, you know what I'm saying, on WhatsApp real quick, and I passed the police officer the phone, and then like 30 seconds passed, he passed me the phone back. He's like, all right, you good, go ahead. He just let me slide because my boy was in the military and he outranked him, you know what I'm saying?
You're talking about the cop that tried to extort you?
Yeah, my boy was in the military, and out there the way it works, the military is over the police, you know, and he spoke to my boy, which was in the military, and he outranked him and basically told him like, nah, we ain't doing none of this.
The DR military or the US military?
DR military. What goes on in America doesn't matter anywhere else. Like, no, if you're a cop in America, it don't matter if you go to a different country. I mean, they might show you love, but they really don't hold any type of weight.
And when this cop pulls you over, he's saying all this extortion stuff to you in Spanish?
Yeah. I mean, when you live out there, you get to learn it a little bit, you know.
Was that ever a worry to you, further extortion from the police over there, or, you know, you going to jail for something?
Nah, because my boy was in the military, and it's like, military's like top dog out there. Like, it's like, you're good. It's like if you're in America and you got somebody that's in the fucking CIA or FBI. Like
Some sort of immunity or some sort of shield.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you get pulled over by a city cop and your best friend's fucking FBI, and you know what I'm saying, you tell him like your best friend's credentials, and if he knows anything about him, he's more than likely gonna let you go because he don't want that smoke. You know what I mean? It's the same thing out there.
How did he see that money?
Because I pulled my wallet out, and just for me to grab my ID and shit, I guess he just seen the bread. It was like a whole bunch of American bills and shit.
If he hadn't seen that money, he probably wouldn't have asked for it.
Probably not, but he might have wanted a bribe. You know, out there a lot of times you could get away with a lot of shit by just throwing a couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? Like if you get pulled over, you can pretty much do anything. if you got enough money, you can weasel your way out of it.
They ask you to do the bribe, or the cop asks you to do the bribe, or you just say, hey man, let me off, I got $100 for you?
In like a regular situation, not my situation, but like in a regular situation, yeah, like you just like, yo, here's what I got. It could be both. I mean, I've never been in a situation where they've asked me personally for it, but I've gotten away with a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Just by giving a couple dollars, like, yo, here, take that. Like, we good.
What's a couple dollars?
I mean, in American money, like $25, $50, $100. You know, that's a lot of money to them. To everybody, $100 is, you know what I'm saying? Like most people will turn the other cheek for $100.
In that particular area of DR where you were staying at the time, or are you talking about the whole entire DR?
Probably the whole entire DR. $100 could probably get you away with a lot of like small shit. You feel me? Like you can't like catch a body. You can't like you can't catch like a body or two and be like, oh, here's $100. Hell no, that shit ain't gonna work. You don't need more than that. You might be able to get away with it for a price. You know what I'm saying? If you come through with like 30, 40 bands, you catch a body. Probably less than that, maybe 10, 15 or 20 bands. You catch a body, you probably be able to like just like walk away with it. You know what I'm saying? But you probably have to like give it to the family members of whoever you shot or killed or whatever. You know, there's definitely something to keep in mind depending on what you're doing.
You had a strap. Are guns legal out there?
You can get your license for it. I ain't have no license though. 'Cause I think you got to be like a Dominican citizen. I wasn't a Dominican citizen.
Would you hear about shootings on the news, or was that something that wasn't really commonplace out there?
I didn't really watch the news while I was out there.
Or hear about it through other?
Yeah, I mean, you hear niggas getting shot. You know, niggas get shot everywhere though. You know, just it's like as long as you like protect yourself no matter where you go, you know, you'll be all right. That's the way I thought, you know what I'm saying? And thank God I made it out of it. I'm good. You know, I'm unscathed, untouched. So, you feel me? I didn't really worry too much about that. I was working out there, so it's different. Like I really had like a career. It wasn't a popping career because I wasn't able to like build that restaurant to where I wanted to, but you know, I was working. I was getting up every morning. I was going to work. I was opening the restaurant. I was paying my employees. I was in there helping the chef cook, dealing with the customers, and everything was like I had a focus while I was out there. You know.
How many employees you had?
Probably like 4. You know, it was like a revolving door sometimes. You know, sometimes like a delivery driver will quit, so we'll get a new delivery driver, or a chef will quit, or we'll have to fire a chef or fire a cashier. It was a revolving door, but like on average, I probably had like 4 or 5 employees.
Would you ever employ any of the women that you had a relation with?
Hell no, I wouldn't do that anywhere. Fuck that. Hell no. So they could try to like use like our relationship as leverage. Fuck that. Nah, I'm good. Hell no. Hell no. No bullshit. I wouldn't even employ family members or friends just because, you know, business is business. And like I wouldn't rent, like if I had apartments, I wouldn't rent them out to my family or friends either because I wouldn't want to feel no type of sympathy towards you, like for what you're going through. If you don't know, if you don't know that person that's working for you, and like just say they come with you like, oh, I ain't paid my rent this month because I'm fucked up, or my car got towed, or my baby need diapers. If you don't know them, you don't give a fuck because everybody go through problems. But if it's your family or if it's like your friend, it's like, damn, like I don't want to leave my nigga out there fucked up, you know. But imagine someone that you fucking on a regular basis. Hell no, because then she's probably just gonna cut the pussy off. Like, nah, you ain't getting no pussy till you let me get that overtime or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm good. I'm good off that.
Was this the first time you've ever opened a business, period? I mean, obviously, the first time in the restaurant business, but was this the first business you ever had?
I've had like a lot of little businesses, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a jumper, man. I be doing like a lot of little shit. I've had like a little Amazon business. I had a wholesaling business, like for real estate. Like, it was like RodneyBuyHouses.com. And it's basically like, say if like someone's selling a house, but they haven't put it on the market yet, like I'll come swoop it up, put it under contract, and then I'll sell it to an investor who's gonna purchase that property and just throw a couple bands on top of it so I can make my little split in between.
Almost like a middleman.
Exactly, that's all it really is. Like that's all it is, being a wholesaler. Some people call it a bird dog, but I did that. Did the real estate, did a little bit of Amazon, couple of legal businesses. You know, I probably don't want to get too deep into right now, but you know, I've always been like a hustler, so I've always been grinding, trying to find some way to make $1. And right now I'm just on the rap grind, you feel me? That's the next little hustle I'm about to crack.
Because, and I'm asking you this respectfully, because you are a jumper as you described, and you do put your hands in so many different things, do you feel like maybe you're master of none?
No, not at all. I feel like any person, you're right, if you focus on one thing, you could probably get very far. But we have 24 hours in a day. If you know how to, you know, pace everything and put the right amount of time in certain things, you should be good. Like say if you sleep 8 hours a day, that means you got motherfucking 16 hours awake. If you put another 8 hours into working, you still have 8 hours to do whatever the fuck you want. That could be 2 hours working on your business, 2 hours, you know, playing with your kids, 2 hours working on another business, 2 hours doing something that makes you happy, 2 hours with your significant other. It's all about how you pace yourself. I definitely don't. And it's like when I be doing a lot of shit, it's not like I'm doing it all at the same time. It's just that in this interview, I just went over so many different things that I be fucking with. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like I'm doing it all at the same time. Like when I was in DR, when I was opening the restaurant, I wasn't thinking about rap. You feel me? Rap was the last thing I was thinking about. Rap is something that came kind of more recently. And it's like, all right, now I want to focus on this. I still got to survive. So I still be fucking with the real estate, still be, you know what I'm saying, trying to get money. But it's like, that's to fund the music shit. But I do believe when I get it to the point where only thing I can focus on is rap, because rap is bringing me that much income where I can pay all my bills and live life comfortably from the money rap's making me, then I'll focus only on music. And probably with the proceeds and the money I'm making from rap, throw it back into real estate, because real estate's dope, man. Like 90% of millionaires in America are millionaires from real estate. So I would always want to just keep throwing bread back into real estate. Real estate's like a great way to make passive income for anybody. You don't need much to start.
And is it a certain type of real estate? Is it that wholesale bird dog business of real estate that you primarily have done, or are you talking about different other avenues in real estate?
Nah, like once you get into real estate, you'll start finding mad different ways to make money. You know, like I'm also like a licensed real estate agent, you know, so if someone needed a house, I could easily just help them out and make
For
my
Jersey?
commission from there. Yeah.
Have you tried to get licenses in other states too?
Nah, not yet. You know, but I am a licensed broker also. Like say if you needed a crib and you would like go to a bank, or you'll go to like a mortgage broker and they'll give you like the loan to buy the house, I could do that also.
You ever have done a transaction on the real estate side of things with another rapper before?
Nah, never. I've done a transaction in real estate with a director, a movie director.
When it came to music, this is my final question about DR. Would you ever do music while you were out there in DR? Would you create? Would you record?
Yeah, I had like a little studio setup. It wasn't nothing crazy. Like it was just a fucking microphone and the laptop and the little Pro Tools setup. You know, like niggas know like you don't need much to record nowadays. Like most rappers, they record while they traveling, like when they going like in their hotels and shit. They'll just put the whole little setup up. So I had like a computer with my laptop. I had a laptop and my Pro Tools, my mic, and I just record. I recorded a few tracks while I was out there. That really wasn't like my main focus. So I wasn't recording as much as I should, or nowhere near as much as I record now. Cause like now I'm focused on this music shit. But it was definitely, like when music's in you, bro. Like when music's in you, it's in you. So you're always gonna be creating, you know. So I wasn't doing as much as I should, as much as I could have, but I was still creating. But now I'm like full throttle, like I'm writing songs damn near daily, recording damn near daily.
Ever incorporated the Spanish language in your music?
I got a track, it's on a motherfucking, it's called Soy tu padre, which means I'm your daddy in Spanish. And I got that track, it's on like all streaming platforms, it's on Spotify, it's on iTunes. And it's like throughout the verses, I'm like jumping back and forth from like Spanish and English. You know, it's dope. So make sure y'all check it out. Soy tu padre.
Did any of the women you have relationships with, did they know you did music? Would you ever play your music around them?
I pretty much only listen to me. Like when I'm in a car and shit, like when I'm driving, like if you get in my car, I'm not gonna give you no choice. You're gonna be forced to listen to me. You feel me? Like I'm gonna listen to my music. I got so many songs recorded and shit. It's like, I love listening to me. Like when you're an artist, like people will make music, but once they actually start recording their music, it's different. Like you can listen to yourself and you really appreciate your own sound. And like I really appreciate my sound. I appreciate what I do, you know, so I'll play me all day. You feel me? I listen to a whole bunch of other artists, but I listen to majority me. So no matter who you are, no matter where I'm at, if you know me, if you're riding with me in my car, especially, you're gonna hear me, Insomniak973, spelled with a K, not with a C. You know what I mean?